joining me on another episode of what we are calling Ingredient Throwdown. It is a time that we're gonna get together each week and we're gonna go through a Plexus supplement one by one until we've gone through the whole line. But we are not gonna spend a lot of time on ingredients. What we're gonna do is throw them down in quick-like fashion. And what we're gonna really focus on are big picture benefits of these products and ways in which they can improve your health picture. All right, so this week we are going to be talking about nerve, which in my mind kind of makes sense because last week we covered ease and nerve just makes sense to cover next. So if you've been watching this at all, you know that I'm always going to start out with the did you know? So my first did you know? Did you know that neuropathy in America alone affects 80 million people. Million people. Now, neuropathy just means nerve issues, okay? Nerve may be dysfunction or where our nerves are not firing properly, and those symptoms are going to be tingling, numbness, weakness, and sometimes even pain. And the next did you know that 70% of our diabetic population struggle with neuropathy? And now most commonly, I see that in their feet, right? Their feet become to be numb and weak, and they just don't have the feeling and the sensation in their feet like they used to. Okay, so you're tracking with me, but not tracking with me, right? Because you're thinking, well, I'm not diabetic. I don't have neuropathy. I don't have these nerve issues that she's speaking of. Okay, how about this? How about carpal tunnel? How about fibromyalgia? How about tennis elbow? How about struggling from side effects from chemotherapy or even MS? All of these things I'm speaking of, neuropathy is part of that symptom picture. And the last did you know that nerves heal slower than any other cell tissue in our body? And I've even known of some physicians telling their patients that nerves cannot heal, and therefore drugs are prescribed to mask those symptoms, to mask the symptoms of neuropathy. And why would doctors tell patients that? Well, think of it this way. When those nerve cells are shut down, our body sees them as dead tissue, okay? So the body is automatically gonna cut off nutrients being taken to those cells in the form of blood supply, oxygen, all the things that our cells need to stay healthy. If our body recognizes them as dead, it's no doubt that that is the picture that is painted. However, I am coming to tell you that if we set up the perfect environment for those cells to heal and regenerate, it happens. All right, so let's move on. What's in this stuff? What in the world is in this stuff that is making it so fabulous? Well, let's start out in this way. In order for these nerve cells to start to regenerate and heal, they need to have nerve growth factor activated. Okay, so in order for this nerve growth factor to be activated, it needs three things, okay? Alpha lipoic acid, acetyl L-carnitine, and vitamin B12. Methylated, specifically methylated vitamin B12. Now these three things are in the nerve, obviously, as a proprietary blend, okay? These are the three magical things. But wait, there's more. As always, Plexus has done their homework. They have added more things in this product that make it very special and very effective when we're talking about nerve health. So things like horse chestnut seed, which increases circulation. And what did we say? These cells are cut off from circulation, okay? And butcher's broom, same thing, it increases circulation. Quercetin being another ingredient, which is a fantastic anti-inflammatory, and a vitamin and mineral blend, which is heavy duty on our vitamin Bs. And again, all of these things set up the perfect environment for that nerve growth factor, for that protein to be activated. All right, let's move on to benefits. Well, this is pretty obvious and it's also pretty specific, right? So nerve health, healing these nerves, getting those nerves firing and functioning properly in our body like they ought to. So things like back and neck injuries, they are particularly prone to nerve damage. And like we covered before, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, fibromyalgia, diabetes, chemo-induced neuropathy, which is very common, MS, and even Lou Gehrig's disease. Any type of ailment where your nerve cells are damaged or becoming ineffective, it is going to help with that. All right, let's move on to dosing. Well, this is dosed very similar to the E's. Now, I'm going to start out with this. You need to get inflammation levels lower in your body for this to really get in there and do its job. I always recommend you starting on the E's first, preferably for at least a month before you would introduce the nerve, okay? Does that make sense? We want the nerve ingredients to be able to penetrate those cells, but if inflammation is part of that picture, and it is, you need to get that inflammation level under control first. Then we add the nerve, and the nerve is going to be dosed very similarly to the way we start out with the E's. So starting out higher and then decreasing into a maintenance dose. Now, the nerve is something that you need to take daily. This is not a product that is going to be beneficial on a one-off, right? So you have some type of numbness and you think, oh, I'll just pop a couple nerve today and that'll take care of it. No, that is not what I'm talking about. Nerve is something that should be taken on a regular basis. Okay, precaution time. Well, as always, we say it every week, right? It's been formulated for adults 18 years of age or older. That does not mean that others won't benefit from it, but that is the age group that it has been developed for. And of course, pregnancy and breastfeeding, this is something you want to run by your doctor. And I am going to count this as kind of a precaution. When this product is started, you may have pain before you start to feel better. And why would that be? Think about this. If your nerves have been damaged to the point where you have numbness and then you start feeling sensation again, whether it be pain or anything else, that's a good sign. In fact, one of my good friends who I got started on this product, she called me, I don't remember how long into it, and she called and she's like, Kelly, this is totally not working. I am in pain. My feet are like painful. And I said, my dear, think on this. This is a good thing. It means that you're feeling sensations where you have not felt anything for a long, long time. And lo and behold, that pain is going to subside. It's just like when you've gone to the dentist and they numb up your mouth for some procedure, right? As that starts coming out, as that anesthesia starts working its way out of your system, what do you feel? You feel a little bit of pain, right? So don't be scared of that. It's a good sign that the product's doing what it's intended to do. All right, you guys, that's all I've got for you on nerve this week. I hope you have taken away something that you can either use in your health picture or in somebody that you know that could benefit from this product. And again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm gonna list my link in the description box below. Get on there, nose around, do a little digging on your own, ask some questions. Curiosity is going to get you on this train every time. And just for convenience, I'm gonna list some video links in the description box also to other videos I have done, whether it's on this product or other products or ingredients specific to the nerve. So get on there and learn a little bit more. So again, thanks for joining me and hanging with me till the very end. And I hope you can get on here again next week because we may just be talking about another product. But in the meantime, cheers to your health and happiness.